That right there, boys and girls, is a 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery by Goat Power Bikes, and I've got it on the Power Goat V3. We're here on the banks of the mighty Eagle River. This river's got some soul, and so does this bike, and we're gonna find out for sure today as we take a ride all the way to the capital of the county, and that is Eagle, Colorado. 28 miles that way and 28 miles back. And hang on, because this is possibly the biggest manufactured battery that's ever had a range test in the history of YouTube, and I cannot be more stoked to bring it to you. We're going to Eagle, Colorado to Moe's Barbecue to grab something to eat from Jeff and the gang, and then we're going to see if we can make it back. That's 56 miles of throttle only. Let's go. Oh man, that river's just beautiful, isn't it? All right, boys and girls, let's get ready to go. And I guess there's just really no better way than to go up some riverbed rock up this hill. And you can see it goes up and goes pretty steep. So that's how we're gonna start the day. All right, let's get everything on. Got the GPS set. I also got like a little mappy map thing here that it kind of shows where we're going, even though it's kind of a straight line there and a straight line back. But anyways, let's see how this thing climbs. Just basically the least ideal situation of terrain to climb on. But we do have some really good tires that I put on this thing specifically for this range test. Let's see what we got. Oh man. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah, yep, that was a good investment. But check out these tires. I put on these V Huntsman tires on here. The reason for it is, I mean, look at the freaking size of that battery. That battery's like 60 pounds, man. That's crazy. So right now on the bike path, I've got it in the mid mode. I've got, my P settings are set at 5 modes. So right now I've got it in mode 3 on the bike path, and it's going to be throttle only. The only pedaling I do will be BS assist, if you know what that stands for. That stands for bull assist. You get it. Anyways, that's just in case we are in some areas where we need to look like we're pedaling, so on and so forth. But the reason I'm doing a throttle only test on this is because a lot of these guys and girls out there that are getting these goats are getting it with pedals and without. And I figure it's just a good idea to do this range test with throttle only. And if you've got pedals and you use that kind of method, and if you got your pedal assist on or whatever, you could kind of get an idea that you'll get a little bit more range, maybe, possibly, probably. Anyways, just so you know, I weigh 170 pounds after I eat, soaking wet. Look at all this traffic right here, and having an e-bike, look at the traffic I'm not trafficking in. And even when traffic's an issue, I can just kind of cut around it. But this is just the advantage of having an e-bike. This is the advantage of having an e-bike with a big battery too. Yeah, that's my man right there. That's my man right there. Thank you, sir. I'll take the road, brother. How you doing? Good. That's what's up. And we'll get back on the bike path here in a little bit, but I want to take it on the road, give it a little juice. All right. Woo. Yeah, man, it feels good to just let her breathe. But these tires are probably going to, hinder some of the range that you're going to get on this bike. At the same time, you need these kinds of tires to hold the freaking weight of this bike at this point as well. So you're always going to rob Peter to pay Paul. It's kind of like when I did the installation of this battery, it came with a bigger kickstand to kind of support the weight of the bike. And that just is kind of an obvious sign, hey, check the tires. Are the sidewalls going to, are they going to be strong enough to withstand that weight, that pressure? And not only for short distances, because you have a 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery that's huge, you're going to need it to hold that weight for long distances as well, which is more crucial. So safety is an issue. I think having a thicker tire that's not going to get a flat, a sturdier tire with bigger sidewalls, is just a necessity. Now, whether you're going to get more of a street tire, an all-terrain tire, that's up to you. I live in Colorado. We've already had a snowfall. So I got some tires that's going to handle the snow too. Oh, anyways, let's cruise on down this way. What a gorgeous day. Now this is a great day to do a range test, and it might be one of the final days that we have this kind of awesome weather for an entire day too, so there's that. I'm gonna knock it down to mode 4. I really like the turn signals on this too. I've got the rear on. I have removed the front, but the rear still have those on. All right, we're heading through Avon right now. This is kind of the town where Beaver Creek Ski Resort is. This is a definite ski biker town. I live in a super biker-friendly community, by the way, and a super e-bike friendly community as well. We're gonna head this way right now, boys and girls, and take a little bit of a different route. Oh, what a day. Knock it down to mode 3. We're gonna get back on the old bike path. Wowie, wowie. Check it out, Beaver Creek Ski Resort. You can actually take a gondola up to Bachelor's Gulch and just get up to the ski resort and go have one hell of a day. It's this amazing area. All right, so let's zip on down through here. There's a bike path access area down here that we could get on and enjoy. Woo! It is a little chilly out this morning, which is fine with me. I really don't care. Here it is. Here's the access. Nice. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, all the leaves. A lot of them are falling, but it's still gorgeous out in the water. And we're not far from snow when the leaves change. We are just not far from snow. But this bike path is just really, really awesome. There's super long stretches of bike path. You could basically bike from Breckenridge Ski Resort all the way to Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and just have to use the road very minimally through that bike path area. It's like 64 miles of bike path. That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy. Today's test is going to be around 56 miles. It's 28 miles one way. Slight downhill there, slight uphill back. There's a cool spot right down here. I'll kind of stop and show you. So much torque. We're looking at 170 Newton meters of torque on this thing. But this right here, boys and girls, is one of my favorite places to actually go fishing. There's a lot of them on this river, and this is definitely one of them. I mean, just check out the river access places that you get all along down through here. It's just freaking gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Speaking of gorgeous, look at that. That's the Goat Power Bikes Power Goat V3 with a big old honking goat power bikes, Power Goat V2, V3, 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery on that bad boy. We're doing a range test today. See some of the upgrades I've done on this. It's now single speed. It's got the V Huntsman tires on there. Got some new handlebars on there, the new stem, some pedals, some things to make it mine. It's gorgeous. This bike is huge, but check this out. This battery is gigantic. It really fills in that space nicely. The bike looks really, really good with it in it. There was a lot of thought that went into this project, and this is a big deal. I was one of the first people to get the Power Goat V2, the one that came with rear suspension on it, in the nation, if not the world. And I'm definitely the first person that got the 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery for this thing in the whole entire nation as well. And that's a huge honor to do that, because this bike is just one hell of a solid bike. It's got one hell of a battery on it. I can't say enough about this machine. It is just, it's an expedition machine. It's beyond adventure. It's expedition at this point. Check my messages. I always have to check my messages just because I've got things that I need to look out for. Anyways, we're still in mode 3, boys and girls. We've went a total of 4.15 miles so far. Top speed 39 miles an hour when we hit the road. And 10 miles per hour has been our average speed, because honestly, we've been on the bike path. All right, let's go ahead and zip on through here. Even in mode 3, in a mid mode with the 60 volt battery, we're climbing a hill like it's nothing. And I'm going, according to GPS, 23, 24 miles an hour. So, and I wasn't even giving it all the beans just then. It's kind of scary to give this thing all the beans with that weight on it, to be honest with you. So you got to be somewhat knowing it's going to take a little bit longer to stop with that extra weight's what I'm saying. So you just got to be a little bit more careful with the braking. Oh man, I love this stretch. This stretch through here is really awesome. We're going west, basically downstream on the Eagle River. We're following the flow of the Eagle River, basically. But we're going west, so we're leaving, Vail, Beaver Creek area, and going more down towards, Edwards to Eagle, Gypsum, and that area, Dot Cerro. That's a lot of cool history. And as we go on this journey, I'll explain some of the cool history, because there's a lot of it. And the brakes seem to be doing really well with this extra weight. Now keep in mind, I'm on flat ground today to do this range test for the most part. There will be some slight ups and downs, but I want to give it a basic test, because not everybody's going to be going up and down hills on these bikes. So just keep all that in mind too. Oh, what a gorgeous day. Right now we're going about 20, 21 miles an hour. Now, since I've changed the tires from the V Speedsters to the V Huntsmans, the accuracy of the speedometer on the display versus actual GPS is on point now. I think it's like less than 1 mile per hour difference. So maybe the diameter of those V Huntsmans is just more spot on with the original tire size, as opposed to the Speedsters that were probably a little bit smaller in total diameter. Well, I mean, they weren't. They just were. Anyways. Oh, check it out. Is this not cool? This little area here, you've got some old farming machinery still here from back in the day. Little old homesteading area, if you will, on the banks of the mighty Eagle. But check this out. This little old cabiny thing. That's pretty cool, isn't it? How neat is that? And right here on the banks of the Almighty Eagle River, which I can't just talk enough of, we'll take a little sneaky peek at the river real quick before we head downstream on our big journey. Check this out. Here's a good view for you, boys and girls. Is that not gorgeous? Just some of the best fishing spots in the world right here. I love Colorado, and it's just the best decision I ever made 15 years ago when I moved here. Oh, how freaking neat is this? Just gorgeous. I'm just gonna see what's going down here. I don't think this is an actual bike path, but damn, I mean, look at this. I mean, talk about some access, river access. This is pretty cool. I've kayaked through here a bunch. I just never really got off the path. I don't really know if we could go the whole way through here or not. Talk about an unexpected adventure. There's that. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's see where this goes. This is weird. Hope we don't end up anywhere dangerous. No, it's a playground. There's a kid's playground. All right, here we go. We're back on the highway here, Highway 6, and we are now leaving the Edwards area and the Riverwalk shopping area and headed towards Wolcott, Colorado. Now, Wolcott's got a lot of cool history. Now, Colorado in general is famous for a lot of farming, cattle farming. They're also famous for sheep farming, and there's a big sheep ranch down here called the Lazy J Ranch. It's still active, actually, believe it or not. And the history of the Lazy J Ranch, which is really cool, it's still owned by the Duplass family. Now, the Duplass family, the history on that is they sold the land to Vail, pretty much Blue Sky Basin and Game Creek area. And also like this golf course area we're getting ready to come through here, which is really cool. It's a very private, very exclusive golf club, golf community. So you can't just play here. And legend has it, they turned away Tiger Woods here before. So there's that. All right, check that out. That's the golfing club there that's super private and beautiful. Duplass sold that property to them to make that golf club there, as well as you can see there, Game Creek Bowl way up there. They sold that to Vail, as well as Blue Sky Basin. You can check it out. The funny part about this is there's one hole over there that the Duplasses still own, and that entitles them to play golf anytime they want in this very private golf club. Little fun fact. Anyways, how cool is that? Look at the red rocks there. That's dope. That's such a contrast, especially when it snows. That looks really crazy. So far, I'm really enjoying this range test, and I really didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I mean, I knew I'd have fun. I mean, I had fun doing everything, but when you're looking at 60 miles on a bike ride, on an e-bike ride, you start worrying about your biscuits and your avocados and other produce. Let's go. Alright, let's buzz on up through here. So this is downtown Eagle pretty much. This is where a lot of the businesses and restaurants and stuff are. It's where we're headed, that's for sure. Oh man, I can almost taste the barbecue. Let's go. Oh yeah. Moe's Barbecue. Yeah, let's check some numbers here. Looks like we've went 25.25 miles. That's our halfway point. 42 miles per hour has been our top speed. Let's see what the volts are on the Ebike. And we're looking at 69 volts. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Let's go get some food. Just old-fashioned mac and cheese, collard greens. I mean, look at that.
That's totally straight legal.
What do you think about that?
Dude, that is so
This is my buddy, Jeff, the owner of Moe's.
Yeah.
The best barbecue in the world.
This
But
thing's bad.
what do you think about that, Jeff?
That is so cool. I want one.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, the numbers before we leave. What a great meal at Moe's. It was great seeing Jeff. It's been way too long since I've seen Jeff. I used to see him like every day in the winter. Now not so often. Anyways, we're looking at 69.6 volts still on the battery. That's ridiculous. We've went 25.32 miles. That's crazy. That's really good. That's really good. All right, here we go. It looks like we got a little rain cloud over us. That was, no, it's not expected or wanted. Anyways, let's see if we can dodge that thing. If not, whatever. Let's go. But what a cool way to just like do the halfway mark of the range test was to stop at Moe's, which was planned anyway, but to get to see Jeff was super cool, and to get him to be one of the very few people to ride this bike. He is the only other person besides myself that has even ridden this bike with this battery on it. So he's one of maybe 5 people that's ever even ridden this thing, which is crazy. I didn't even tell him about that part. And the reason that I just don't ask for free food, man. I mean, if it's offered, that's cool, but I mean, I know Jeff so long, and I don't offer free e-bikes. It's not the way it works. What a cool little stretch through here. This is old school Colorado. Some old fields, barbed wire fences. Don't wipe out on those. Epic Colorado right here. I mean, this right here is like every bit of Colorado. I mean, look at that. Red sandstone, sagebrush everywhere, ponderosa pine, blue spruces. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous Colorado at its finest. All right, we're gonna whip on through here, and then we're gonna get ready to get back onto Highway 6 and get on back from Eagle through Wolcott and back through Edwards and see where we are with some of this range, because this is crazy. This is So far, just really crazy. We're going 46 miles an hour right now. 46 miles an hour. We've put 38 miles of range on this e-bike. We've been going over 40 miles an hour for the past 5 miles straight. This is crazy. That's crazy. I mean, we were going over 40 miles an hour and even up to 46 miles an hour there. And we've already done a bunch of range on this e-bike. That's just crazy. Just crazy, man. Anyways, let's see here and take a little biz rake. Not shabby. Not shabby at all. Check it out, boys and girls. That is the Goat Power Bikes Power Goat V3 with a 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery from Goat Power Bikes on that bad boy. Unbelievable. We've went 38.46 miles so far. 46 miles per hour is our top speed. That's crazy. Let's walk down here for a minute. We got the red alert. It's telling you basically right there you don't want to fish between those times. And respect that. I respect that. How cool is this? What a great little place to come take a nice little break from a range test on the biggest e-bike battery manufactured in the world. How cool is this? Let's put the key back in. And let's see what volts that we're sitting at now. Woo. We are at 66.8 volts. So we are seeing a drop, starting to drop a little faster. Not enough to matter, honestly. And this thing, these tires are great. These V Huntsman tires in this kind of terrain and gravel is just super, super nice. All right, here we go. Yes, you know, be prepared. I brought a jacket, some water, some extra food, some tools, an air pump for the tire, you know, patch kits for the inner tube, although I would more than likely just getting an extra large Uber at that point, which is something you want to keep in mind. Now today, I just had a backup plan, is if something happened, I had call a friend lined up. So on the range test, I actually called a couple friends and said, hey, if I have a little trouble today, can I buzz you? I'm doing a range test. And yeah, good friends to do that. But what a just great day to take a ride before it gets too cold on a long ride, a long range test like this. Just really the perfect day to do it. Got my belly full, no rain. Just great day, great day. Not crazy?
That's crazy how...
Dude, and on one charge it went all the way to Moe's, all the way back.
It's crazy how much power this thing has.
Dude, well,
I can't believe it.
I mean, it's fucking, that's a $5,000 bike.
Whoa.
Yeah, because just the battery was $1,800.
Jesus.
But yeah, so I'm doing a range test right now for my YouTube channel, and this thing is like legit.
No, man, it was... I was a little scared, but...
top speed, 46 miles per hour. I've went 43 miles so far, and it still has over half the battery left. Woohoo! Well, we've officially made it. We're gonna go ahead and pull over here and wrap up this review. of possibly the largest manufactured e-bike battery ever. Just crazy. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, I tell you. Crazy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Uh, 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 uh. Legit. Legit. And they don't quit legit. Super legit. Look at that. Whew. Dang. That's no joke. That is no joke. What do you think of that? Boys and girls. Whew. That's a long one, man. I don't know any of my friends that been on an e-bike that long or that much in one day. I mean, let's look at the real numbers, but look at that first. E-bike this is gorgeous, isn't it? That's the only e-bike you'll see with the battery pack that big that don't look like a complete weird piece of machinery. That looks good. Other manufacturers out there, shit's looking weird, boys. Anyways, check this out. We went over 50 miles today. I want to know somebody else that's went over 50 miles in one day in that short of a time, because we only spent 3 hours and 14 minutes. That includes eating, that includes goofing off and new boot goofing and whatever. 46 miles an hour is a top speed. We averaged 15 miles an hour because we were on the bike path a lot, obviously. And here's the real numbers. 64.6 volts. Man, I've got a lot of things to say. One thing is, wow, we still have more mileage to go with this e-bike, I'm sure. I'm sure we could still, according to the volts, according to everything. This right here is basically telling me, because we had a 70 amp hour charge, we're still looking at probably a legit 18 miles that we could probably still get on this charge according to the volts and everything. So still get another 18, possibly 20 miles, throttle only, absolutely zero pedal assist, is ludicrous. You're looking at over a mile per amp hour on a 60 volt, which is crazy, because usually when you get to that 60 volt, it's a mile per amp hour. It's usually what you get without pedal assist. That's beans, throttle only, etc. When you get down to the 52 volt, you usually get about a mile and a half all throttle. So on and so forth. In 48, you get about 1.8. 72, you get about 0.8. It goes like that. That's averages from my experience and a lot of other people's experiences. Back to the lecture at hand. The Goat Power Bikes Power Goat V3 with the 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery pack on this thing. You could get this bike, you could get this battery pack from Goat Power Bikes. I'll leave a link below and a discount code, Colorado Adventure Channel, to save you a ton of money on their bikes and products. Not just their bikes, their products too. The conclusion, my thoughts, not only the numbers, but my actual thoughts. We've looked at the numbers. We know that you're going to get a ton of range on this thing. My thoughts are, I put these V Huntsman tires on there. I was expecting a lot less range, and I was expecting less miles per hour. With this battery pack, it seems like we've gained a mile per hour even with these tires. That's crazy. So imagine what the V Speedsters, what it would do. All right? Crazy. The suspension has seemed to have softened up and gotten a little bit better with that extra weight too. And that seems legit. That makes sense. That's physics. The smoothness of the ride, the response with the throttle, those kinds of things have improved a lot as a crotch rocket dirt bike two-stroke rider. I know what those things are. I know what carbureted versus fuel injection is. And this really felt fuel injected. if that makes any sense. So yeah, there's things that are amazing. Now the things that I feel after this test that I feel like legitimately feel right now is I'm gonna have to get a new seat. This seat's okay, but if I could get a even better seat, then I'm going to, and that's Tapia. I'm gonna get a seat from Tapia and Lorenzo and the guys over there. I've already got one on order. They're making me a custom one for the Power Goat V3. Now, that's gonna be awesome to have a new seat, all those things. Now, living here on these hills and these mountains in Colorado, as you can see, the extra weight is also giving me a concern of something else besides my biscuits and my avocados. Now, the concern it's giving me here are the brakes. I'm a huge brake person. While these brakes are great, I mean, and they work fine with this, even with this big battery pack, they work great on a flat road. Just coming down these longer stretches of hills, them overheating, locking up, etc., is a huge concern. So getting really, really good brakes is definitely on the list as well. So this winter, look forward to upgrading the seat. Look forward to upgrading the brakes. And I might even look into upgrading some of the suspension, you know, front and rear on this thing. I don't know, it's never ending. Again, this is a Goat Power Bikes Power Goat V3. Retails for right around $2,500. I have a discount code, Colorado Adventure Channel, save you a ton of money on that. The battery, the 60 volt, 60 amp hour battery for the Goat Power Bikes Power Goat V3 is $1,800. You can use my discount code on it too, Colorado Adventure Channel, to save a ton of money. And they got lots of other bikes. They're coming out with a Goat Power Bikes Dirt Goat. You could go off-road. Unbelievable. Any of the Goat Power Bikes, Power Goat, V3, Motor Goat, Billy Goat, the Hulk Goat, any of those bikes, please use my discount code, Colorado Adventure Channel. It helps me, it helps the channel out, and most of all, it helps you because that's what this channel is all about. Anyways, I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, hit like, follow me on more adventures. I've got another one coming up here next. So definitely subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment. I love answering the comments. Until our next adventure, this is Chris from the Colorado Adventure Channel.